Hey, what's up guys? Mediocre Pleb here. Today I'm going to be bringing you a best console settings video where I break down all the settings and what I use so that way you can copy them, whether it just be my general settings or my aim or kind of breaking down the video settings, which are the three most important categories I feel like. I notice a lot of people complain about aim assist not being strong enough or just having a hard time aiming in general. And I did feel like that for the first week that I played, but once I played around with my settings, I definitely don't feel like that anymore. So you're welcome to copy what I have. Enjoy. Starting off, we're gonna go with our general settings. Text and language are just dependent on what you speak. Anti-motion sickness, I don't personally use it. If you get motion sickness, I guess it's worth using. Automatic climbing I have off. Auto sprint I have off. I like to choose when I can sprint. Camera shake during sprint I have off. I don't really like anything that shakes the camera personally. FOV sprint scaling I have on. I like that widened FOV when I'm sprinting in case there's a dude around the corner or something. Switch weapon pickup off. Flash eye guarding mode off. Target guide off. Paint road guide off. Interactable door highlights on. The default scope magnification, I keep it on low. I don't like it altering my line of sight. I keep player centered on my minimap off. This is personal preference. Some people like it on. I just prefer it off. I keep it off in most games that I play. My minimap size is one. My minimap zoom is one. Display location on minimap I have on. Makes it easier to give callouts. Minimap location zoom I have on a 0.6. Minimap orientation I keep it on rotate. I actually feel like this is really useful. It just makes it easier to know exactly where your team and enemies are and coordinates to where you are. Performance metrics, I keep them on, but that's a personal preference. Realistic optics off. Again, I don't like anything that alters the way that you view things down sight, and this does. Enable button hints off. High bottom right loadouts off. Ping visibility 1. Auto ping on. Non-shard clash mode auto ping off. I don't really play outside of shard clash mode. I'm not sure what that does. Colorblind mode off. I prefer red. A lot of people like yellow for enemy color. It's personal preference. Display headwear. The only person I have headwear for is Hollow Point. I keep it on because I only wear the ears anyways. They don't really stick out that much. Hide non-competitive skin components from enemies. If you have one of those flashy skins like Kismet or Pathogen where your tail or your wings stick out, having that on will make it to where enemies can't see it. So this is very useful. The next setting, however, is the one where your teammates can still see it. If you have it off for your allies and on for enemies, is how you want this to work. So your teammate can still see your cool skin stuff, the enemies can't. Display custom crosshair of current player. That doesn't really matter. It's just if you're watching the kill cam or whatever, you'll see their crosshair instead of yours if you have it turned on. I use the default crosshair, personal preference. Um, I use teal for my color, but there's a million crosshairs out there. So I'm not going to show you guys what my controller inputs are because I use a DualSense Edge and they're mapped kind of weird. But my two back buttons that I use are jump and interact, and then R3 is crouch. For me, those are really the most important ones. From what I can tell, it lets me keep my fingers on my joysticks about 90% of the time, except for when I need to like swap weapons or something. You're welcome to copy what I have. I personally love these settings. I probably am not going to change them. I absolutely beam with these settings. It took me about a week or so to really dial them in and get them figured out, so you're welcome to copy what I have. The only really important thing that I want to touch base on is your view stick dead zone and aim assist. So currently, aim assist is still broken in this game, and if your view stick dead zone isn't anything but 0, you're not going to get the full effect of aim assist. When targets are moving left or right, it's not going to give you aim assist tracking them. It's only going to give you aim assist when you're strafing left or right on a target. So if you're able to put your view stick dead zone to 0 and you're not getting too much stick drift, I highly recommend it. Otherwise, aim assist is broken. You're not getting the full effects of it. And then if you play in like a lobby with PC people where it dampens aim assist, you're really going to struggle because then you're not even really getting the effects of the left to right strafing aim assist very much either. So if you can do it, you don't get too much stick drift, 0 on your view stick dead zone, so that way you actually get aim assist. Alright, onto the video settings. I use 110 for my field of view. You can go higher than that, but I start to think that it looks a little bit wonky when you go higher than that. You can go lower than that, but you don't really get as high of a field of view. VSync I have off. Visual simplification I have on. This stuff's just to help give you a better frame rate. Material complexity, light complexity, and scene saturation I have on minimalist. Effects complexity I have on standard. Dead effect off. Damage numbers on. The UI info simplification and UI animation reduction I have off because I actually kind of like that stuff and it doesn't really hurt my frame rate. I go prioritize frame rate. Being on console, like especially PS5, I'm always getting like 180 frames, and I can only use 120 on console, so might as well take advantage of it. The dynamic blur off, again, I hate anything that blurs my screen. UI resolutions low, animation physics are on, and that's about it for the video. The audio settings, yeah, the only thing that you really need to make sure that you have on is your voice chat main switch on, and then you can choose between push to talk and open mic. I use push to talk unless my teammates are cool. Sometimes I'll use open mic. To finish this video off, I attached a couple clips so you could actually see my settings in action before you decide to just copy them and use them. If you guys liked what you saw, then please like and subscribe. It means a lot to me and the channel. Also leave a comment if there's anything in particular you guys want to see, any settings, tips and tricks, anything like that. But yeah, enjoy your guys' day and peace.
Time for a little mischief. Thank you. Didn't think I had it in me, did you? I'll sneak you out. You're down your last enemy. Middle.
Works every time.
I'll track you down. I'll have this planted in.
Expect a shocking conclusion.
Converter planted. Ooh, what cards will it make? One left. Hunt them down. Or don't. It's your call, not mine. I see. One of my little tricks. Usher a soul like yours along. Time to reload. And planting the converter. Converter is now converting, I guess. Good to go again.
Will they find an opening?
This fox has bite. And bombs. I'll take two. Down to their last lancer.
The map has
Got you, dog.
sight.
I'll track you down. See an enemy or for me? You shouldn't have.